Hello, hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Courtney with Southern Owls. I'm so excited that you are here today. We are designing with this really cute wheelbarrow that I found from the Dollar Tree. And I'm using things, if you saw my candlestick tutorial over here, I'm using the leftovers from my fall candlestick tutorial because these are going in my own home. So I want them all to match. So let's get started. I did pre-cut a lot of things, and all of these pumpkins that I'm using today are from Hobby Lobby. But as you see, I made them into picks. I just put whatever I had, whatever kind of stem I had left over from a floral pick, and I made it into an actual pick to put into our wheelbarrow because I want these to sit up in our wheelbarrow and not sink down because we wouldn't really be able to see them too well. So let's get started. What I want to do is just kind of start building up that foundation a little bit. We are going to be using this creepy grass like I used in the other tutorial, in the other candlestick. And what I'm doing is I do want that kind of wispy cascadingness over our wheelbarrow as well. And guess what? If it's too long, we can just cut it. So I'm going to dip this into my glue pot, which I use a Sure Bonder. And I'm just going to start arranging these sporadically. This particular spray is from Hobby Lobby. I did buy it last year. I'm not 100% sure if they brought it back this year because it was clearanced out last year, which to me kind of means that it's not coming back. But I haven't searched for it this year, so they could surprise us. It could be back. Who knows? Who knows? So this was the leftover pieces from our candlestick that I love designing over here with y'all. So I just have a few of these, but we're going to add in some other elements, some fern that we're going to put in between this. So it's not going to be gapey, but we're just going to kind of start laying out that foundation a little bit, and then I'm going to stick those pumpkins in there. So welcome in. Thank you for being here. If you don't mind, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love to have you here permanently. We're just snipping those off, dipping them into my hot glue, and then I'm just piercing the foam. So this is spray foam that you can buy. I get it at Home Depot, but you can buy it at Walmart, Lowe's. And what I did is I just sprayed it inside of this wheelbarrow, and now I'm just piercing these just like floral foam right into this piece. I love using spray foam when the object is an awkward shape. So this one is an awkward, in my book, this is an awkward shape to fill. So I always like to use spray foam just so it's just easier to maneuver and manipulate. So these are some ferns that I used in the other ones as well. So I'm just going to put these in between the creepy grass. Same thing, just dipping it into that hot glue, and we're just going to pierce it. And these are going to be hanging off too. So it's just going to give another little texture element to our barrel. I'm not going to lie, not a whole lot of floral is going to be from the Dollar Tree. I haven't really been too excited about any of their floral this year, especially since they did go up in price. You can find floral other places for way better prices right now than within the Dollar Tree, which is sad because I do like to get a few things here and there from the Dollar Tree, but if I think we can all agree if they keep on going up on their prices, then it doesn't really make sense to shop with them anymore. I don't know if y'all noticed, but like Michael's, their Halloween floral is a really great price this year. Even Walmart has great floral that's cheaper than 99 cents. So, well, $1.75 now, excuse me. Excuse me. $1.75. which is cuckoo town to me. But you know, to each their own. They do have some good things there at the Dollar Tree, so I will pop in and see. Now this wheelbarrow wasn't $1.75. It was, I believe it was $5. I believe it was in the $5 section, which I don't mind paying $5 for this. I think that's a good buy, because you wouldn't really be able to find a metal wheelbarrow for that price anywhere else, unless it was shopping after the season on clearance. Okay, so here is what we're working with. I keep on hitting these pumpkins. Here's what we're working with so far. And let's trim it up. You want to trim it up just a little bit. Let's trim up this. So we're just going to give it a haircut, this creepy grass. I want a little bit of it cascading, but I don't want it like draping the floor, which some of these are doing. So I don't really want that. And then you can just go in, individually kind of cut them so that it's not clumpy. But let's just go in, give it a haircut. No one's going to know, except for y'all. But I wanted this droopy cascading element too, because that is how those candlesticks are. And I want to put this on my fireplace. I was thinking this would be the centerpiece, and then everything else would just kind of fill in. Okay, I love these little filler bushes. Look how beautiful these is. It kind of gives me that like hay vibe. So I definitely wanted to use these. You know what? I'm going to cut these in half. I think that's even cooler. So we're going to cut those in half, and I'm just going to start kind of sporadically putting these down into our wheelbarrow, just to kind of give some greenery in the middle. That one's a little long. And some height, because I want these pumpkins to sit up tall. I don't want them to be sunken down into the wheelbarrow, because I want to be able to see them. So I just want to make sure that we're going to be able to see everything. Give some that height element. We have the cascading element, so now we got to fill her in, give her some height. Make sure that we're covering up that foam as we go. These are a great bush. Unfortunately, I source these myself from market. If I find something similar, I will tag it in the description. I'll let you know. I haven't seen anyone carry anything like this, but if I do, you know, I don't gatekeep over here, and I will put it in the comments. Whoop. This one's already cut. I don't have a bigger Lazy Susan. I kept on talking for years and years and years. I need a Lazy Susan. I need a Lazy Susan, and I finally got some, and now I'm like, well, now I need a bigger one, because this one, this one's not big enough. Okay, I kind of like that, so I just kind of put them all around. I have a couple more if I need to use a couple more, but I also want to start filling it in with some of these other leftovers that we had. Some florals. Now these little guys are from the Dollar Tree. They came in like a burnt orange and a brown, and I had a couple left over from our last project. And then I had these really fun flowers that were from Front Porch by Debs left over. So let's just kind of add these in. There's 3. Might as well use them, right? We'll just kind of stagger them in, and that's just going to give a nice little fun pop of orange and deeper green. So we'll put one there, put one over here in this corner, and then we'll put one kind of in the back. Kind of evenly space these out. I'm going to add in these other little greeneries that we had left over. I don't really know. I wouldn't call that a eucalyptus, but I don't really know what kind of little shrub that is, but I figured it would add another sense of texture, and I just really liked the colors of it, being some fall vibes, and just giving some more, like I said, some more texture, some more different elements. in here. I don't really want to put a whole lot. I debated if I wanted to do sunflowers in this or if I wanted to do pumpkins, and I decided I really just wanted to hone in on the pumpkins. So we're going to put a lot of pumpkins in here. Okay. So it's all about, whenever I design centerpieces, I always just kind of want to make sure that we're adding in different elements. You don't want to go and just buy one thing and just put all of that in there. You want to make sure that you're putting in some different textures, some different elements. I'm now putting in, these were from the Dollar Tree. No idea what they're called, but we had a couple left over. So you know what? We might as well just pop these in here also. Why not? It just gives another little texture, another little element in there. I thought these were cute. Were they worth $1.75? Debatable, but I found them really cute. And honestly, when I bought them, I thought they were still $1.25, which I thought would be a good buy, but that extra 50 cents, I'm like, I don't know if that really was the best price for these, but here we are. We bought them. Okay, so we just pop those in. Isn't that nice? So that just kind of breaks up. Love that. And now I'm going to add in, I know you're like, what? But wait, there's more. We're going to add in some of this. Now this is available at creekroad.net. Y'all know I love them. You can shop this bush at creekroad.net, and you can be sure to use my code AL10 for 10% off your entire order. I wanted to add these because I wanted another up element, because once we put these pumpkins in, I just wanted to make sure that there was something else in here that was giving a little bit more height up to mimic the pumpkins. So I'm just going to sporadically start placing these in here. And it's so funny because my last tutorial, I thought this was a sorghum bush, but it's not called that. It's called like a goldenrod or something along those lines. But I will tag them in the description, so y'all can go snag these, because this is a really great fall bush. I really love this. You can add this to sunflowers, pumpkins. These would be great with a scarecrow design. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cute. You know, this would also be cute with a scarecrow in it. How cute would that be with a little scarecrow guy in there? Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of start placing my pumpkins in. This is a gourd, similar to a pumpkin. I'm just gonna dip that in my hot glue, and we're gonna put this in the back corner. Oop. Hold on, I bent it. It was too long. Hold on. Ah! We were to cool. Wipe that off. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Okay. There we go. Perfect. How cute. Okay, then we're going to add in our other bigger pumpkin. I want to put the bigger pumpkins in the back versus the front, and then we're going to add the smaller pumpkins to the front. So I'm just focusing on, if the wheelbarrow had corners, we're going back corner, and then, oh yeah, oop, lazy Susan problems. We're going to add this one kind of more like at an angle. Still, I'm going to go in between the gourd and that bigger pumpkin, still focusing in the back. But I want this one more at an angle versus right on. Find a good spot for you. Excuse me. And all of these pumpkins are from Hobby Lobby. Uh-oh. There we go. Yes. And then we're going to add these two coming out of the front sides. Oh, I broke that off when I was putting the pumpkin in. Hold on, let me clip that guy off. There we go. Okay, how cute is that? Let's fluff all this up because I kind of manhandled because I want it to look like they're just growing out in the wild. Growing out in the wild. Okay. Super cute. Just wanted to make sure everything looks good. So now I do have, I don't know, should we add some berries? I did have some berries left over from our project. Ooh, yeah, I kind of like that. Let's add in some of these berries. I think I'll just kind of give it some nice little jewel toned elements. Just a few. We'll put one in on the side. Coming in. Yes. And then one on this side. You know what's funny? I pulled supplies to make a bow, but like I don't even think it needs a bow. Should we play and see if it needs a bow? Because I was thinking about putting another jeweled, that little berry right there. I picked some 1.5-inch ribbon. Let's see. Do we need a little bow? I think it might kind of like take away from it. Let's just do a cute little hand bow real quick just to see. Okay, we got to take it off the Lazy Susan. Oh, I don't know. A bow is nice. Let's do a little bow. Okay, the bow looks nice. So I am a farmhouse girl. I live out in the country. So this is going to be for me. So I chose this, a little pop of glitter, but more of kind of like that farmhouse vibe. So I'm just going to kind of measure how big I want everything. Just kind of freehand it. I don't want it to be like huge, huge. Because then we'd just be covering up literally like everything that we just did. But I think it would be cute to have a little bow in there, right? Some long tails. We can always trim those up a little bit if needed. So I'm going to put this glitter. Ugh, I love glitter. And this is for me. So if you're not in love with the glitter, it's okay. I love me some glitter. We're just going to keep on with that same kind of loop size. Those loops look way bigger than these loops. I think it's just because it's powerful glitter. All right, we're going to trim that off, and then we're going to come in with this fun pumpkin element next. And this is, we have to be sure, I'm going to just do its own tail in a second because this is directional ribbon, so I don't want the tail to be upside down. So we're just going to start off with those loops. Can you tell that I love big bows? I keep on doing really big loops. Bring it in, sis. Now we're going to come down. And then I'm just going to cut off a tail so it's facing the right direction and just place that up into my hand. And then I'm going to come in with this polka dot again and do that center loop. Oh yeah, that's cool. With a extra tail. I forgot to grab a cable tie. So sorry, my big old noggin's gonna be in the way for a second. Grab your cable tie, and then you're just gonna go right around where we're holding everything. And what I'm gonna do, I'm not slipping a pipe cleaner, but I am going to slip another cable tie underneath here. We're gonna go like that because, oh, excuse you. I'm going to cable tie. Ooh, do I have those? I don't have them laying around. Where did I put them? That's okay. We will just take one of our dowel rods and wrap that around, no problem. So now we have something to stake in. I am going to put a little bit of hot glue right there. Very carefully with my glue pot. I'm gonna have to hold it there for just a second, so be patient with me. There we go. And then we will place that into our, that's so pretty. I'm like, that's so pretty, a glob of glue. That's so pretty. Guys, if you're loving my YouTube channel, once again, please like and subscribe. Like I said, I would love to have you over here. Also, I do have a design group called the Double Troublemakers. You can sign up anytime at doubletροublemakers.com. We teach business, design, how to grow your platforms, you know, really just kind of jumpstart your business. If you want to turn your hobby into a business, we would love to have you over there. Or if you just want to, you know, elevate your designs, we would love to have you over in the Double Troublemakers. We teach weekly. Lindsay and I teach once a week, and we also do business once a month and a live Q&A once a month. So we would love to have you over there. It's like watching paint dry, right? All right, guys, let's see. That's pretty good. Okay, let's stick her in there. Let me clip off that top. I just wanted to leave that one a little bit taller for the time being. Let me see how tall that is. Okay, I actually think that's going to be perfect. So we're going to dip that dowel, wooden dowel, into the hot glue. These are just like shish kebabs, like skewers I get at the grocery store. They have the pointed end, which is great. It makes it easier to jab in into the foam. Okay, the tails are really long, so let's cut those tails. I knew they would be, but I just wanted to get it in there before I started doing the tails. I even have to do shorter than that, huh? Just a little bit. We'll keep some long, some shorter. I know, don't come after me. I am kind of wasting ribbon. It's okay. All for the tube, okay? Anything for the YouTube. Perfect. All right, let's fluff that out. The pumpkins. Fluff out the top. That's cute. I love her. Yeah, I like the bow. The bow be bowing. That bow be bowing. Let's see. I think we could still even cut the tails a little bit more. What do y'all think? Let's do that. Just a little bit more. Because we're kind of like hiding our whole wheelbarrow. Okay, maybe I went a little crazy with the tails. I hear ya. But that's okay. It's nothing that we can't fix. Cool. Yeah. Push those down so they go over the edge. Perfect. Oh, she turned out really cute. All right, guys, here she is in all her glory. She's gonna go on my mantle. Super fun, super cute, super festive. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed my twist on how to design this wheelbarrow from the Dollar Tree. Like I said, once again, not to sound like a broken record, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd love to have you over here as a full-time outlet, and I can't wait to craft with y'all again soon. Bye, everyone.